Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're all having a great week so far. I'm loving summer here, although the wildfire smoke is making me a little congested and probably affecting us in more ways than we can feel, which is really a bummer that this is happening all the time, every year. Okay, well, let's get into sleep since that's what you are all here for. But first of all, I want to bring up something because there is something that drives me crazy, and I feel so bad for any of you who are dealing with this. And that is your doctor is totally dismissing what's going on. He's totally dismissing that you can't sleep. And, this, I hear this from a lot of my clients and from a lot of you, and it really came up a couple weeks ago with a new client. And I just find it so frustrating that these people tell you that this is all in your head when it's so not true. And just because your blood work comes back normal for the most part, it doesn't mean that it's all in your head or it's all anxiety. And for this client, even a functional medicine doctor told her that it was anxiety, which I think is so ironic because I'm a functional medicine practitioner and I know that anxiety is also caused by things going on in your body. So it's not all in your head. And so I just want to say for her, this is what is really happening. She was prescribed antidepressants because she had this rapid heartbeat that she was concerned about. And so then she got off of those, or she started taking them. She stopped feeling sleepy, got worse heart palpitations. She knew she wasn't her normal self. And then she got off the antidepressants and things got even worse. She's not able to sleep. And this is what happened. Those antidepressants changed her brain chemistry. They affected the neurotransmitters that help us relax and feel good and sleep. And the fact that she isn't feeling sleepy, that is actually a sign of gut health. So there is a hormone called adenosine that builds up in our body throughout the day the longer we go without sleep. It's what creates what's called sleep pressure. So that by the time it's been about 16 hours of being awake, there is enough adenosine that you feel super sleepy and your body tells you that it's time to go to sleep. Well, most of this chemical is made in your gut. And so if you aren't feeling sleepy, then your gut isn't making that like it's supposed to. So, yeah, she was right. There is something wrong. This is a gut issue. Now, heart palpitations can be from many different things, mineral imbalances, low blood sugar, toxic metals, and low sex hormones. So, all of those things can cause heart palpitations, not just what doctors call stress or anxiety. And then when we get to anxiety, which seems like it's all in your head, it's actually caused by your body. And this is how. So, again, your gut is supposed to make dopamine, serotonin, GABA, melatonin, all those neurotransmitters that are really essential for our mental health. And mineral imbalances too can cause anxiety as well. So I see all of these things as problems in your body. And unfortunately, doctors don't know about this. And so they just dismiss you. So I am happy that you're here so that you can learn that. Oh, someone's saying they can't see me on the live. That's weird. Hopefully, she will see me in a minute. And it could be that my internet is slow. Thanks for letting me know, Linda. I see myself, so it's hard to know what to do. Um, anyway, I am glad you're here because I want you to know that if your doctor is telling you that this is all in your head or that it's just anxiety, that it is more than that. And I want that actually to be empowering because we can find out what it is and fix it. If you think it's just all in your head and all you can do is try to go to therapy or take a drug, then that's very disempowering. And it seems like it's all your fault. If you could just control your mind, then you should be able to sleep. And there's definitely more going on. So I hope that that gives you hope. Okay, now, thanks for listening to me vent about that. Now I want to talk about stress. Now, I talk to a few of my clients and they tell me that the littlest things stress them out, right? When we're talking like crying over spilled milk, for example, there are times when um, we know that we shouldn't be so upset about something, but we are. We know that we shouldn't be stressed about these little things, but every little thing stresses us out. And so your partner might tell you that you're overreacting, or you're irritable and short tempered. Um, and I want to tell you that you're not crazy and this isn't your fault. You're actually stuck in the stress response. You're on high alert. And this happens when your brain and your body are so used to being stressed that you have developed what's called negative plasticity to stress. So this means that it takes less stress to cause the same stress response than it did before. Now, this happened to me when my mom died 15 years ago. I remember that every little thing felt so stressful and I couldn't handle the smallest things. Now, that's normal after a traumatic event, but it's not normal for that to be like that all the time. It's not normal for that to continue for years. So, I want to talk about when I first started with one of my clients. She told me that her life shouldn't be stressful, right? She had a loving husband, a healthy baby. She had a good job that she really loves and that shouldn't be stressful. But she felt stressed all the time. And she knew that that was weird. And her husband even told her that she overreacted to things all the time. Now, when I saw her cortisol levels on the test, on the hormone test, it all made sense. Her cortisol was extremely depleted. Her body didn't have the resources it needed to make cortisol and handle stress. Her other tests showed that she had some bacterial pathogens and lots of bacterial overgrowth. Her minerals were out of balance, and she had quite a few food sensitivities. So I recommended that she avoids the food she's sensitive to, which included gluten and dairy. She chose to stop taking birth control because she saw how depleted her estrogen and progesterone were. And I recommended supplements to help support her stress response, rebalance her minerals, and deal with the pathogens. We also worked on her thoughts about sleep and her life in general, so addressing stress from the mental part. And so I really looked at everything that was causing stress and helped her minimize it so that her body could heal. And now she's been sleeping really great, which is awesome. And so if you've gotten to this point too, it means that you've been too stressed for a long time. Now, I'm sure you know that this can be from emotional stress, but I want to tell you it can also be from stressors in your body that you don't even know are there. You might have a pathogen in your gut, eating a poor diet, hormone imbalance, nutrient deficiencies, and more. And so all of this stress causes your body to constantly release cortisol. Over time, that cortisol gets dysregulated, and then your sympathetic nervous system takes over. So that's your fight or flight response. And then whenever you are in fight or flight, it blocks your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the part that makes you feel calm and relaxed. So literally being in fight or flight turns off that relaxation. You can't be in both of those systems at the same time. So do you have any of these signs of an unhealthy stress response? You feel like there's always something to do. You never have enough time for yourself. You're not getting enough sleep or rest. You don't have enough time or motivation for regular exercise. And you aren't accomplishing your life's purpose. So those are some key signs that you are in that fight or flight all the time. You can't relax. Now, being in fight or flight all the time causes inflammation throughout your body and your brain. So then you're more susceptible to pathogens, hormone imbalances, and digestive issues. When cortisol is really high all the time, it also damages your brain, especially the hippocampus. And this is where learning and memory occur. It's also what regulates your circadian rhythm. So this is how stress directly leads to poor memory and sleep issues, that high cortisol. The hippocampus is also the first part of your brain to be affected by Alzheimer's. So To prevent that and to sleep normally, you've got to find everything that's stressing you out in your body and your mind and change it. So this is exactly what I do with my clients to improve their health so they can sleep normally. I do some functional lab tests to find out what's going on in your body that's stressing you out. And then I also use some other skills like life coaching and some cognitive behavioral therapy to help with the mental stress. Because if you haven't been sleeping for a while, it's either caused by mental stress or you definitely have mental stress now. So I believe that you have to look at both the body and the mind to really get better and restore your sleep. Please know that if you want to chat about your sleep and how I can help, you're welcome to book a call with me. Feel free to message me, and I'm happy to answer any questions in the group as well. So I will see you there. Linda, I will answer your question in the group. Thanks so much for listening. Bye.